Hi, I'm Rodney Schmidt, the Fire Chief and Director of Protective Services for the town of High Level. And during the Chuckegg Creek Wildfire, I was the Structure Protection Specialist in charge of structural protection for the incident. I'm going to talk briefly about the Battle for Paddle. May 29th, 2019 was a real big moment within the Chuckegg Creek Wildfire. The fire behavior that day was unprecedented, and the fire moved several kilometers towards the community of Paddle Prairie. We were notified that day of a change in fire behavior and started moving resources south towards the community of Paddle Prairie. And during that day, the fire behavior continued to increase. Working with Alberta Wildfire, we realized that on May 29th, this fire is likely going to make a move in towards the community of Paddle. So at that time, the firefighters that were there did a switch mode from prevention to actual protection of property or active protection of property, which started what commonly became known as the Battle for Paddle Prairie. Those 30 firefighters that were in the community at the time essentially got cut off. They had with them several fire trucks and some sprinkler trailers, and they joined up with members of the Paddle Prairie Métis Settlement community and worked for the next 30 hours by themselves protecting homes. Some of that protection involved sprinklers. Some of that involved just literally having fire engines staged at homes as the fire went by, and they stayed there and defended the homes. Once the fire went by, they picked up their hoses and moved to the next house, and that continued on and on throughout the night and into the next day. It wasn't until noon on the 30th that we were able to relieve them, just because of the fire behavior not allowing us to get resources down the highway to assist them or air assets in to help. When the fire moved into Paddle Prairie, it was daytime. And some of the pictures you will see here at the display at the museum actually look like they were done at night. And that is actually during the day, and that was the type of fire behavior that we saw within the community as the fire moved through the community of Paddle Prairie. Ultimately, 15 homes were lost in the community, which was a terrible blow for not just the community of Paddle Prairie, but the structural firefighters that stayed down there to defend. But what we need to look at is the amount of homes that were saved, and that was in the dozens. So there was a lot of homes saved during that period, and that was due to the efforts of those firefighters and the community members that stayed behind to assist them.